Hi, I'm Katrina Zish with InStyle magazine for Howdini.com. I'm going to show you how to get an easy makeup look in less than 5 minutes using products only from your local drugstore. Step 1, concealer. It is your best friend. So choose a shade slightly lighter than your skin tone. Add a few dots under your eyes where most of us definitely need it. You don't want to overdo it here because you don't want makeup to look caked on. And then very gently with your finger, just tap that into place. Now, once you're satisfied with that, you can always go back and touch up later. You want to look for any discoloration on your skin. So right here, I have a little bit of redness on my chin. Again, using little light dots and just your finger to blend it in. Another great area is right around your nose. People forget this. Covering that up just adds to a smooth, flawless look. The next step is foundation. You apply a little bit to the sponge applicator and just dot on over your entire face and lightly blend. And as you can see, it's already lightening and brightening and smoothing my skin. Now, don't forget the forehead, especially under your hair. You might want to wear a headband sometimes when you're doing this to make sure you get your entire face. Check the sides here to make sure that your jawline is blended. When you go to the drugstore to find the perfect foundation color, make sure it matches the inside of your wrist. The next step is the all-important eyes. So get a brow pencil that is the same color or just a little bit lighter than your natural hair color. And then using soft motions, just like you're drawing with a little crayon, just fill in any blanks. A lot of people's eyebrows tend to thin out once they get to the outer area, and that's what you want to pay attention to. Don't make them too thick, just fill them in. It's just like coloring. Now, to make that stay in place, there's a little applicator brush that has a little bit of a gel in it that makes sure that your eyebrows stay put. So brush up slightly, just along your eyebrows. Again, you shouldn't feel anything. Doesn't even look like much, but it will keep those eyebrows in place. Next up, a little bit of eyeliner. It should be a pencil, not liquid. You want to keep this as minimal as possible. Starting on the outside corner of your eye, very, very gentle strokes. Just draw a line following your lash line. Same thing, other side. Again, gentle little strokes. Next, this is going to be one of your best tools ever, the eyelash curler. Now make sure you use an eyelash curler before the mascara or else it can damage your eyelashes. So just look straight into the mirror, very gently squeeze down, hold it down for about 5 seconds, release, and there you go. And of course mascara comes next. And very gently start at your lower lash, right close to your eye, and wiggle and go up. By doing that little wiggle at the base of your lash, you're coating those lashes a little bit more and just framing your eyes even further. Now it's time for the blush because everybody needs a rosy glow. It's best to go with a cream blush because it looks more natural. Smile a little bit. And the apples of your cheeks, where you see that smile, that's where you apply. And a little bit of a circular motion. There you go. And finally, lipstick, or in this case, lip gloss. You start by putting on the color of your choice. Less is more. Follow the simple, natural line of your lips. Don't try to go outside of them because everybody knows that those aren't really your lips. So you should have a barely there coating of your lip color. And then you wait for about 10 to 15 seconds, and on the other side of this lipstick, it has a clear gloss. And you just add that right on top of the color. Blend your lips together. The final step is powder. little bit on my nose, a little bit across my forehead, on my chin, and voila, perfect, flawless makeup in less than 5 minutes.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Miss Faulkner, and I'll be interviewing you today. Do you have your resume?
Oh, yeah. Right here. Yeah.
Oh, is it this? That's
Yeah.
okay. Thank you very much.
It's on the back of the application thing or whatever it is.
Very convenient. Thank you. Okay, the interview is very standard. It's just 3 simple questions. If you have any questions about how I'm wording or something like that, then you can just interrupt me. Feel free.
Yeah, all right, yeah. My first question, how much do I get paid?
Well, we start usually off at $9 an hour. It's not me.
Oh, sorry about that. Where is it? Come on, little peekaboo. Oh, Christine. Hi, Christine. How you doing? Yeah, I know you left early last night, didn't you? Yeah. But it was a good time. Yeah, actually, I'm at an interview right now. Okay, you should see what the girls are doing. Actually, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later, okay? Yeah, like it's bad, giving me a headache. Anyways, okay, yeah. All right, talk to me later about tonight, okay? Yeah, all right, love ya. Bye.
Do you mind if we go on?
No, that's fine.
Would you be able to tell me about a time when you worked on a team?
Team. You know, if you rearrange those letters, it spells me. Me. I'm number 1. Now, well, a team, I guess. Cheerleading. Ooh! Yeah, it was good.
Can you think of any examples when you went above and beyond what was expected of you?
Every day. Every day I go above and beyond what's expected of me. Like, I'm just that good. Like, I'm not trying to sell myself or anything, but, like, I really am, like, the whole deal. Like, everything you could ever want is me.
Okay.
Me!
But no specific examples?
Well, no, not really.
Okay.
Just get to know me. Although I don't really know if you really be that cool around my friends. But I can kind of keep you, like, on the down low. Yeah.
We can just go on. Would you like to tell me about a time when you worked on a project from start to finish? What was the goal? How did you achieve it?
Start to finish. Well, there was that one time that I went to the mall and told myself, I said, Melissa, you're not going to leave until you find D&G shoes, Louis Vuitton, or anything, like a purse. And you know what? I didn't leave until I got them. I mean, the security guard told me to leave because it was a little bit late, but that's all right.
Right.
I've done worse things than staying out late in the mall.
Well,
worse things. I guess I probably shouldn't say that. Okay.
Well, that's absolutely perfect. We're going to be making our decision in the next couple of days. So you'll get a phone call.
Yeah. All right. I'm almost late.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Miss Faulkner. I'll be interviewing you today.
Hi, I'm Sweeney Todd.
Do you have your resume with you?
Here.
Thank you very much. You can take a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is all in order. The interview itself is very standard, 3 simple questions. If you're not sure what I'm asking, just stop and ask me, rephrase, interrupt me, it's fine. Okay, so would you be able to tell me about a time when you worked on a team?
Well, actually, my previous job, I was working at another call center, so the team that I was on was a specific campaign where we had to market and actually sell certain products. So we were divided up into 2 teams within the team, so we each had goals on whether or not we were selling things or whether or not we had to come up with new marketing campaigns. So basically, it was one big group effort in the team to make sure we had, the right stats and standings, things like that.
Okay, that's great. All right. Could you tell me about a time when you went above and beyond what was expected of you?
Well, this semester I was taking, a number of courses, but one of them was chemistry, and my teacher and I decided that I wasn't being challenged enough in the course that I was in, so we basically worked out a schedule where I could do an independent study of chemistry AP, which is basically the advanced. So, the normal curriculum wasn't just reaching where the teacher thought that I needed to be in my learning, so we basically went above what I needed to learn for that year and got a good head start on university.
Great, okay. And would you just please tell me about a time when you worked on a project from start to finish? What was the initial goal? How did you achieve it?
Well, this fall actually as well, we did the variety show at our high school, and I was a producer. So I was in charge of making sure that everything was all lined up, as in the auditions, the actual practices, making sure that everyone was on goal, making sure that all the different committees were, on topic, and made sure that everything got done on time in order to make sure that we had it ready. So it worked out really well. Everyone stayed on task and made sure that they got their portion of the job done.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all of the information. It's been very helpful. Do you yourself have any questions for us?
Actually, yes, I was just wondering, when do I expect a callback, or when do I expect to hear from you on when the job position might be starting?
Well, we're going to be making our callbacks for a second interview in a couple of days, and then after that, we should be hoping to have hired at least one person within the week.
Okay, perfect. So I'll wait for the call.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
In today's installment of America's Jobs, 3 small business success stories. 3 women taking control of their careers before the rough economy did it for them. Now they're living their dreams as business owners doing work they love. And our workplace contributor, Tori Johnson, is here to tell us how they did it and how you can too. Good to have you back, Tori. And for most people, once they get that idea and figure out what they want the business to be, the big obstacle is money.
Money. I don't have any money, I can't possibly do it. And these 3 women showed that, yes, you can do it. A little bit of encouraging news was that for the first 5 months of this year, the SBA says that they backed more than 4,000 loans totaling more than $11 billion. So we're starting to see that some money is out there, and that brings us with good luck and good news.
Small loans.
Small loans. To Vivian Tenario, for example. Exactly a year ago, she was working as a software installer, and she saw that the work orders were slowing down in her company, and she started to think, I need a plan B in case I get a pink slip. Realizing, of course, I can't do without a paycheck, what would I do in the event? And so she decided to start dabbling with a family recipe of flan. And people said, oh, you can't really build a business out of that dessert, it's not going to work. And she said, watch me. And she started cooking up little batches, sampling it in different areas around where she lived, and the orders started coming in, and she realized I might be onto something. She packed up her car, drove to the Austin headquarters of Whole Foods, dropped off some samples, begged a receptionist to make sure that a buyer was able to get that package. The next day they called and placed an order. She's now in 100 Whole Foods stores as well as others. She realized
it must be very good flan.
Really good flan. You know what? It got a thumbs up around here, 2 double thumbs up around here. And what she realized then was she needed some money to really grow. She applied for and got a $15,000 loan. That's all she needed. And she's now projecting retail sales for this year of $250,000.
That is really something. So what's the big lesson you learned from Vivian?
For her, there's 2 of them. So one is get friendly with your bankers. Know what the bank wants before you just go in and ask for the money. All of us can go into our banks and talk to people. Go into other banks in your area and talk about what they're looking for when lending. And also, try before you buy. So a lot of times people think that, I'm going to need all of this expensive equipment. One of the best tips Vivian says is for someone who wants to start a food business and probably can't do it in their home, look for commercial kitchen space, maybe even by calling a church and saying, you know what, can I just rent in off hours when you're not using that kitchen? So try things out before you invest in expensive technology or before you sign leases.
The next woman you found her money on the internet.
She found it on the internet, yes. So Lydia Hamilton was, until earlier this year, an IT project manager, decided she wanted a complete change in career direction, and like Vivian, she needed money, $25,000, to start up what she wanted was a specialty women's clothing boutique. She went into 3 banks. All 3 banks said, love your business plan, sorry, no. And she couldn't get the money. They said, check back with us, maybe another time. And she said, no, right now. And so she decided to go onto the internet, and she found Prosper, which is the largest peer-to-peer lending network. And that means you can, if you have good credit, post your loan request online, and anybody, frankly, can choose to invest in your business as long as it's a minimum of $25. In 10 days after posting this, 700 strangers fully funded her $25,000. So she's paying a little bit more interest than she would with the bank, but she got her money right now. Really happy. Boutique LaRue is up and running both online and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Your third example gets into what could be tricky territory, going to your family for money.
That's right. It happened to work really well for Teresa Delphin. Her idea was to start a company that would create clothing for pregnant women who love the rugged outdoors. Instead of going the traditional routes, the bank or online, she went to family, to her parents, her in-laws, and an uncle. And together they put up $140,000. A lot of money for her business. Mountain Mama actually launches today online. And she's really excited because she says her best resources came from networking within her industry. And she said, you'd be surprised how many people are willing to share with you the best vendors, the best resources. And she's particularly proud that the tops in the collection start at just $29. And they're all made around her area in California. The factory is milled down, it produces the fabric in downtown LA. The zippers are from Anaheim, and so she's helping to keep jobs in America with her line.
All local. Real quickly on this, when you go to your family, it's important to do everything by the book, write it all out, write out the terms.
Absolutely, absolutely. Make sure that everybody's clear. Is this a gift? Is it a loan? What are the terms of repayment? You know, do you own a piece of the business? When do you expect to be paid back? What kind of interest? Just as to the letter as you would if you were going to the bank. You know, just as specific. Really important.
Be clear. Okay, Tori Johnson, thanks very much.